Is President Donald Trump thinking about pardoning himself? Can he even do that? Does it even matter? Hey everybody, it's Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on NewsTalk 95.1 FM and 790 AM KFYO. Well, okay, over the weekend, this idea of pardons being brought up by the national news media and, of course, by President Trump himself. President Donald Trump's personal lawyer, reading here from Politico, dealing with Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation, said Sunday that it would be up to the Supreme Court to rule on whether a president could pardon himself. Appearing on ABC's This Week, Jay Sekulow repeatedly insisted that there had been no discussion among the Trump team about pardons for family members or members of Trump's legal team, and that there'd been no discussion of pardons about the president and the president pardoning himself. The Washington Post reported last week that Trump had been discussing pardoning members of his family as Mueller's investigation into the Trump campaign's dealings with Russia continued. Quote, "We have not and continue to not have conversations with the President of the United States regarding pardons." Jay Sekulow is smart enough to know exactly what's going on here from the Washington Post and others. The media is controlling the narrative. The media is bringing up the issue of pardons. Now, what does the average American think when they hear the word pardon? When they hear the word pardon mentioned in reference to the president's own family, the president's own campaign staff, the president's own legal team, and maybe the president himself? The public will think the president is guilty. The media playing a very smart game here of trying to control the narrative and trying to control where this whole investigation goes. We have not seen any evidence yet of anything where anyone would need to be pardoned. Even if Donald Trump Jr. met, and he said he did, met with an attorney from Russia, that in itself so far has not been proven to be illegal. Nothing the president has done himself has proven to be illegal. However, the Washington Post, they get this from some unnamed source, and then the president himself decides to tweet about it over the weekend, which, again, I know some of you watching this video will get very upset with me. Chad, don't criticize President Trump. Again, when Trump is tweeting about pardons himself, when Trump is off message, it does nothing but hurt him. It does nothing but hurt the administration. Donald Trump needs to concentrate on health care. Donald Trump needs to concentrate on tax reform. I would rather the president spend his time tweeting about members of the Republican Party who aren't jumping on board the whole health care fight. Instead, he goes on a tweet storm about other things. According to Politico, Saturday Trump sent out a Twitter missive declaring that the president has the complete power to pardon. Sekulow admitted that it is not clear whether a president could pardon himself and said that he hadn't researched the issue because there is no need for pardons. So Sekulow here is trying to bring this back around and say, listen, you guys are saying that the president is thinking about pardoning himself. The president says that, or tweeted out that he has complete control over who he pardons. But Jay Sekulow is right in this. It's never been tested before. And even if it is tested, what's the Supreme Court going to do? Come in and remove Trump from power? I guess Congress could do it. But so far, and this is important to remember, the media is running away with this idea that Donald Trump, the president of the United States, is thinking about pardoning his family, his friends, his campaign staff. This is at issue here is the press trying to ram down everyone's throats that the president of the United States, his family, his campaign team did something highly illegal where they could serve jail time. And I would stress this. So far, we have not seen any evidence of that. We have not seen any evidence of that at all. Now, could we in the future? Absolutely. But we haven't seen it. And we have gone over a year now of this back and forth about Russia and Donald Trump. We've gone over 6 months since Trump has been in office of Russia and Trump, and we've seen no concrete evidence so far that Donald Trump himself colluded with the Russians to steal the election here in the United States. Did his son meet with a Russian attorney? Yes. We still have no absolute proof at all of what came out of that meeting. Does it look good? No. But we still don't have any concrete proof. But the media is running with this idea of pardons, and I guarantee you the only reason they're doing it is so that way it'll drive down Trump's numbers, drive the Republicans apart from Donald Trump, and stop health care, tax reform, infrastructure, and other major Trump legislative priorities. It's going to drive them into the ground. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time. You can also watch the Chad Hasty Show right here on YouTube now from 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time. Just go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube videos. Have a great day. We'll talk next time.